Hey everybody, this is TotalGamerJunkie. I want to welcome you all back to my channel. And I'm sorry this video took so long. It was supposed to be uploaded yesterday, but then I got distracted and I was going to do it today, but then I was busy, E3 with the E3 trailers and I had some work I needed to do. But anyways, I'm here now, so let's get started. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about like reasons why I think that Rachel Amber is alive in the Life is Strange Waves series. Now, as we all know, she ends up dying when Nathan overdoses her with the with the drug that Jefferson uses to subdue his students and to take photos of. Well, the female ones at least, not the male ones, because he's a sexist. Anyways, Nathan wanted to impress Jefferson to show him that he could do what he could do, but he ended up screwing up and overdosed Rachel. And of course, he had to have Jefferson help him dispose of Rachel's body, which was at the junkyard. And it was at this point in time that Jefferson realized that Nathan was a loose end, and he got rid of him too, which I'm not too broken up about. Now, anyways, the first theory that I want to go over is one that's like, because in my other theory video about why Max didn't attend Blackwell, some theories like I can use some of those theories as well in this video as well. So let's start with the first one, okay? Mark Jefferson never attended Blackwell Academy. Now this one would make the most sense, seeing as since he manipulated Nathan Prescott, he was able to. He even says this. He tells Max when he has her in the dark room, he was able to manipulate Nathan, and once he'd done it, he was able to get access to the Prescott fortune, and then have that bunker built, which is like, and you don't think anyone will be asking any questions if it's like, why are you building this bunker out here in the middle of nowhere? What's it for? And like, it's also how we got these high-end expensive equipment, and also how we got the cameras installed in there, and 3D printers, it's like, oh my god, like the how much money do the Prescotts have? I don't know, but I know they don't deserve it. Okay, so because if he isn't there, then he wouldn't have persuaded Nathan, well, manipulated him into helping him abduct girls. Like, he probably would have been doing it at some other school, but here, it wouldn't have happened to Rachel Amber. She maybe, would have, well, I think she still would have gotten together with Frank Bowers, but, being the the most betrayal person in the Life is Strange universe, you know what I mean? She's the betrayer 101, just ultimate big time. Now, what was I saying again? Sorry, yeah. Anyway, so since Jefferson wasn't there, he wouldn't have manipulated Nathan to help him kidnap people for the dark room, and that would mean that Rachel would still be alive. Now, the second theory here is that Nathan either didn't attend Blackwell Academy, or what do you call it? Um, or he was either suspended or expelled. Well, forget suspended or either expelled, because if you have a look at Principal Wells' files, it mentions that Nathan's like a really bad student, but with the edited ones, it makes him look like a god, basically, like, not a god, but basically like an angel, a glimmer of shining whatever, you know what I mean? Just making him look like a very decent person when really he's not. So, if Nathan wasn't still here, what would happen to Rachel? Well, I have no doubt in my mind that at some point, sooner or later, Jefferson would have abducted Rachel and used her in the darkroom. But unlike Nathan, he wouldn't have overdosed her. But the question is, how would this work? Like, would Rachel remember anything? Because Kate remembers like bits and pieces, but she can't fully detail everything. And as for Chloe, we remember that Nathan drugged her and tried to take pictures of her, but it didn't happen because she managed to escape. But my guess is that she got like a lower dose of the drug. Yeah, goddamn Prescott's. Okay, so like I guess you could say like it. I guess you could say like, I know how stupid that sounds, but really that's really a good reason, because Jefferson knows what he's doing. He's a professional, and if you look at all the folders in his file cabinets in the dark room, I think there are over a dozen folders. So it's not the first time. It's not the first time he's done it. he plans out his attacks. He knows what to do, when to do it, how, and he's like basically he's a psychopath, but he's very smart. He knows what he's doing, which in that in turn makes him more dangerous. Now the third reason here could be that maybe and this is like based of an alternate timeline type of thing. Maybe one reason, as we know, you can get an ending. Well, I'm pretty sure you all know this as well. You can get an ending where Rachel reunites with her biological mother, and that would be, what do you call it? That would be, you'd have to give her the bracelet that Rachel had, and then tell her, well, it's the bracelet she had for Rachel when she was born. So you'd have to give that back to her mother, and then she'd reunite with Rachel. But you can also tell Rachel the truth about what her dad did and how he tried to get rid of her mother. You can also do it without giving the bracelet, but that's really really hard to do. Okay, so let's just say in this scenario, Rachel and her mother are on good terms again, because we never do find out what happened to her. We know, like, if you do choose to tell her the truth about everything, the family breaks apart basically, and you see like Rachel's stepmom, she's sad sitting at the table, and her dad's just he's at the fireplace and he's got a drink in his hand and he throws it into the fireplace. Now, what I believe what would happen with Rachel's mother is maybe the two of them would make up for lost time, and since she travels a lot, like maybe she could have gotten her life together and the two could have left and gone and found someplace else to live. Maybe they could have gone to LA or San Francisco, something like that, like just getting away from Blackwell and starting a new life together. A life that's it, James. A life that James Amber desperately tried so hard to make sure that it never happened. You know what I mean? He tried he tried so hard to keep Rachel and her biological mother apart that, I mean, it's pretty obvious that the two would hate him for that, and they'd want to get together, not out of spite, but just, it's not to piss him off either, but because they care about each other. And the two of them being angry at him would just be an added bonus. Now, there is one other reason, and this is like, I gotta say it's like kind of stupid, but I guess like because this game, Life is Strange, is showing there are multiple timelines, so we can assume that some Rachel survived, some Rachels didn't. But what if the Rachel that died in the dark room wasn't Rachel? What if the real Rachel somehow ended up in an alternate timeline, and the Rachel that's dead is a different Rachel? Now that does sound stupid, but I mean, like, maybe one Max could have done it. Like, think about it. Max has all these abilities to travel through with time. Like, it's only a matter of time before her powers keep expanding. Like, maybe she could. We remember at the diner in issue 2. That's it. Issue 2 it was. She was talking to Dana in the diner, and Chloe put her hand on Max's shoulder, and she was able to see Dana in the diner, and she was able to hear her mom's voice. Now, who's to say that Max couldn't, like, just to say she could end up being able to rewind time? She could hold onto Chloe's shoulder or whatever and rewind, and the two of them would be unaffected by the rewinding, but everyone else would. So who's to say that she couldn't open some type of portal and bring another Max from another, I mean, bring another Rachel from another reality in? Like, maybe this Rachel is good and she brings her in, right? And she brings her to this other timeline, and then she sends in like a really shitty Rachel. You know what I mean? Just like, it's like, you know what? Fuck you. You can get overdosed by Nathan Prescott. You know what I mean? Just like, I know it's complete bullshit, but like there isn't really much evidence to go on. I don't really have that much theories. Anyways, that's the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. This is TotalGamerJunkie, signing off.